Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here with What's She Up To Now? Because that's my initials. Crazy name, but all I did about 8 years ago now started documenting my journey. Today is day 2,871. I've actually missed 2 days. One was COVID-19. In Actually, it was COVID and the pandemic. Christmas Day of 2020, I could not get off the couch and I could not, except to barely make it to the bathroom, and I could not talk. I was coughing nonstop. I could not actually get anything out. And then about a week or so ago, I woke up in the morning, didn't realize I couldn't talk until I started to try to do a video and I couldn't do it. So I missed those 2 days in the last 8 years. So I guess our topic today in Supersize Your Business and Be a Better You Annual Challenge is the importance of core values. And one of my core values apparently has switched to being consistent, because 8 years is pretty consistent. So we're identifying our top 3 core values today. Why are we doing that? Because it makes our life and our outcomes and our results so much faster and easier to get and achieve, because we're consistent, we're true to ourselves, we're behaving in alignment with the things that are most important to us. Maybe adventure is one of your core values. I know it's one of my sons. It's not one of mine. I'm not a super adventurous person. Was when I was younger, but not so much anymore. Once I had kids, I was like, okay, can't really do hazardous things anymore, because if something happens to me, what happens to my kids? But that might be one of yours. Or love is always one of mine. I'd say one of my number one core value is love, right? Love of myself and love of other people. Then I've got continuous improvement, personal growth and development. It colors everything that I do, the things I pay attention to, what I will and will not accept in my life. It sets a boundary for us. Our core values set a boundary for us in terms of what we will and will not tolerate, our standards, as well as what we will say yes to and we will say no to. Even what we'll even see. If it doesn't match our core values, our reticular activating system, fancy name for a filter, will not even show us those things. They'll be in front of us, but we won't even see them. It works both positively and negatively with respect to opportunities, right, and challenges. So we want to make sure that we're clear on what we're for and what we're against. And the fastest way to do that is to identify our core values. Maybe your core value is health, wealth, well-being. I don't know what it is, but share your top 3 in the comments below. I'm going to do that here too. And I realize now, as I'm thinking about it, I forgot to share in the Be a Better You Annual Challenge my card and my book full. I think I've definitely forgotten it more in the last month than I've remembered. So I'm going to share it quickly here, if I can find a magnifying glass. The card is a good one, from the Getting Into the Vortex deck, from the Hickses and Abraham, of course. I envision the behavior I desire to inspire. I love that. I envision the behavior that I desire to inspire, both in myself and in other people, right? If I don't demonstrate it and set the example of it, then number 1, I'm a hypocrite. Number 2, I'm not doing what I say I'm going to do, and that's a core value of mine. And I'm not being and showing up with integrity and honesty and authenticity like I just really want to. Every single one of us on the planet just want to be ourselves. If we don't know what our purpose is, guess what? That's it. Our purpose is to be the best possible version of ourselves and enjoy the journey of this little trip called life. So from Louise Hay Power Thoughts, we've got, I rely on divine wisdom and guidance to protect me at all times. I would like to say to guide me at all times. And then the other side of that is, I love life. I look forward to every moment of it, even the ones that suck, and call me out on my own nonsense and false beliefs and things. We just talked about that yesterday. So even the hard times are here to show us something. It's hard to wrap our head around that sometimes when bad things happen. But until we learn the lesson and have the epiphany and the aha from what that event was trying to teach us, guess what? It'll come back again, not that same exact thing, but something different to challenge us in the same way till we realize, oh my gosh, no wonder that happened, right? Because everything happens for us, whether we believe it or not. Okay. What am I working on? School community. I am in a 6-month challenge with an incredible group on the school community. I've also got my own school community. And one of the things I'm thinking about doing is taking the annual challenge and monetizing it. Not a ton of money, but to monetize it, to get a little bit of money to prove to myself that it is adding value to the world and making the world a better place. My question is, should I do that in a separate community and have, hey, this is this year's annual challenge and have that in the community? Or should I keep it in my Supersize Your Business community and just have it be an offering or a course in that community? I'm curious. I'm going, there's pluses and minuses of both. And the primary driver is energy to maintain and establish and grow the community. I'm struggling with growing my first community, not going to lie. And I know exactly what I'm doing wrong about it. And that's just fears and things I have to overcome, which is part of why I'm doing the 6-month challenge. If you want to know about that, by the way, killer. The best community I have found of the hundreds of thousands of communities on the Skool platform is this one. Not mine. I want mine to be that, but it isn't yet, right? It isn't yet. All right. If I can help you anyway, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, have an absolutely positively tremendous Tuesday. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.